All right, let's see where the ovaries are in relation to all these nerves. So I'm going to take off the nerves first, just so you can see just the ovaries. So if I tilt us this way, and the deep bowl, like in the ring, very protected, is uterus. This guy is ovary. So let me tilt you again, ovary, ovary, bladder. And then if we come up from this angle, obviously, vaginal canal. Actually, let's come from the back side. Back wall of the vagina. And this is all, sorry, this is just going through layers of the uterus. I was just reading. I was like, why does it have a weird word over there? Myometrium. But that whole entire thing is uterus, right? And so if we're looking from this direction, we can see where the ovaries come up, fallopian tubes, and come back down. Now, let's look at relation. Also, this is your umbilical ligament that goes right up to your belly button, in case you're wondering what that was. So if we add on the nervous system, all right, so already these are our sacral nerve roots down here that all come together, and they all come into the sciatic nerve also. These lumbar ones up here that I don't have on, because this is just kind of the pelvis, they all feed into it also. So if we already look at this angle, and we're talking, what, typical ovary size, let's just see. I'll look that up for you. Typical ovary size, not the size of yours right now though. So usually they take them out after 2 centimeters, not 2 centimeters, sorry, 2 inches. And then yours is obviously 4 inches. So I have to assume it's taking up quite a bit of this cavity space right here. And then if we add on even more little layers of nerve fibers, we get all the lumbar ones. I mean, you can see where everything is coming down. So the pattern, that we were kind of looking at on you was an L5 pattern, and this is L5. So if you see where it comes all the way down through here, and if we're picturing this bad boy being expanded out to, 4 inches, that's going to take up some space. It's going to put pressure on things. I think that's why sometimes you have not very irritable symptoms. Not saying that I think this is the absolute cause of stuff, but I can definitely see why when you're moving up and down more, when things are moving more, why that could irritate it. And then obviously I still think there was work to be done as far as gait and everything, as far as just strengthening, but I just have a feeling that this is playing a role in not letting it calm down. And I just maybe think before, when it was such a quickie, this was not so large. And so we could clear things up, no big deal. But now it's another element of adding inflammation. So that's my thought process, and just wanted to give you a visual, because if we're just straight from the front, pubic bones right here that you can feel in the front, your hip bones, that is how deep your ovary is. So it's more in line. If I just totally swivel you 360, they're more in line almost with, right below your dimple and closer is sacrum. So just wanted to give you a visual. Hopefully that is helpful and does not aid in freaking you out by any means, because a lot of times when they grow, they're just these benign cysts on top of the ovary. And obviously if your ovary is here, it's not that your ovary itself expanded out, you have a growth on it. So I don't know if it's growing this way or I'm not really sure, but there's a visual.